Okay, well, I'm just gonna make another quick video here. Hopefully, it's quick. But in the last video, I showed you that I started reading this book or listening to it at work, and I thought it was amazing that it's all about time travel and a whole bunch of other things. And it came out on 11/8 of 11, so 8/11 and 8/11. But I was listening to it today, and there was just things that stuck out to me, like he the main character, um, I can't remember his name is. Jake Epping, but when he goes back in time, he has an alter ego, which is George Amberson, and the reason he goes back in time is because of Al Templeton, and Al Templeton uh, writes up a bunch of notes or whatever to help him stop Lee Harvey Oswald from killing JFK. And the book is the Book of Owl, and there is literally Aleister Crowley has books, whatever. So I mean, the Book of Owl could definitely be about him. But there's also a part today where I was listening, and I haven't finished the book, but uh, they talked about something. He was talking something to do with about big sores and burning on the skin, and all I could think about was Ebola. And right when he first goes back in time, and they mention it multiple times throughout this book, is there's a guy standing by like the rabbit hole, and he's the yellow card man because he has a yellow card on his hat, and all I can think about is Curious George and the guy in the yellow hat. Um, but that's not even really what I'm gonna get into here. Uh, I was just typing in like, you know, George Amberson and trying to figure out if there was any connection to Ebola or anything, and I found this movie here, or it was actually a movie. I think it was a. It's older than this movie, but the movie is called The Magnificent Ambersons, and let's see here. For one, the movie was 88 minutes long. You scroll down here and you see the characters, and there is a George, and he is George Amberson in this movie. So you click on him. I clicked on him. It was like, hey, he died in 1973. Weird. So you go up to Joseph Cotten. He's the main character in this movie. He died in 1988. Um, but he got his fame, like Orson Welles and him were like buddies or whatever. Let's see here. Try to find it. Yeah, he was part of the Mercury Players with Orson Welles. And hold on one second. Okay, well, I'm going to backtrack a little bit here. Um, but he first gained Joseph Cotten, the star of uh, the Magnificent Ambersons. He gained his worldwide fame in Citizen Kane. Well, Citizen Kane is based. Let me see. Crap. Oh yeah. Uh, Played by Wells. It's based on, in part, upon the American newspaper magnate William Randolph Hearst. I work for a company that I actually log into my Hearst when I clock in at work. But you click on this guy, check it out. He died when he was 88 in August. But you go back here and he joined the. He was in the Mercury Players, which is a theater that was invented or put up by this guy Orson Welles in 1937. Oh, in August of all the months that it would happen, you know. But what the main thing that I was getting here is, so it says these are the Mercury Players, and they all played, and in the theater or whatever, and you click on him. We already looked at this guy. He died at age 88. So let's go to the next one. Oh, he died at age 73. I mean, it's just crazy here. This guy, 82, 2/8, born in 1911, 9/11. Look at the picture. They gotta have a 44 in there. The half of 88. Move on. Oh, she died at 73. Ray Collins. There's a few of them that don't add up. This one is the very first one here. Paul Stewart. Huh. He died when he was 77. Significant number. 91. 9/11. 11/24. 11/8888. No, I lost where I am here. 77 in 83. And the last one here. August. He was born on October 1st. Dies in the 8th month at 55. Like double numbers. I mean, and also, the last thing I wanted to show you. So, Mercury, the planet, has an orbital period of 88 Earth days. It's pretty strange, considering the theater was called Mercury Theater. I mean, come on. Okay, and maybe I said this earlier, but I'm just going to say it one more time. But in that book, he goes to Dallas to stop the Kennedy assassination. Well, Dallas just so happens to be where the first Ebola patient went to, and he died on, go figure, 8/8, or Oct 8. So, there's a pretty big significance here. There's just all kinds of stuff. Even, this is JFK's sister. I mean, you cannot make this stuff up. She died on August 11th at age 88. 8/11/88. What? It also says she's buried in St. Francis Xavier Cemetery or whatever here. Dude, I just made a video on the letter X the other day, and I never included this part or whatever, but I did look up Xavier because I thought, X, and I found that like the Professor X on X-Men, he was a part of the Illuminati too, in the comics or whatever, but he was actually named after this guy right here, because he was Professor X and his middle name was Francis. Come on. August 11th, 1988, JFK was born at 83 Beale Street to Joseph Patrick Kennedy Sr., born in 1888 to 1969. We'll check that out here. Oh, he was only 81 when he died, so, but he also died on November 18th. It's just 81 backwards. November 18th, 11118. Born, come on, really? In 1888? What? JFK's oldest brother dies in August of 1944, which, half of 88. This sister dies 28/2/8, 66 years ago. Marries this guy, who dies at age 26, which 26 years ago is 1988. He died in 1944. Um, I think September 9th is also the day that there's this. What is September 9th? It's a significant day, something to do with that book. Yeah, September 9th is in the 11/22/63, the book I'm listening to. September 9th, 1958 at 11:58 is when the portal begins, when he goes back in time. Every time that's the exact same time that it starts at. This sister dies age 82. Once again, two eights. Uh, she was the head of RKO Pictures. No, Orson Welles and the Magnificent Ambersons. Uh, Orson Welles lost control of the editing to the RKO. I mean, come on. The eighth of nine children, sister to JFK, born in 1928. Oh, we got Ted Kennedy. Well, let's scroll down here. Oh, born, he died in August at age 77. Really? I said I was gonna make this video short. I'm gonna end it right here. It's just, it's ridiculous. I didn't expect to even find all this. I just started clicking and I was like, what? You gotta be kidding me. But, hopefully I've finished that book here. It's super long. It's like 30, almost 40 hours of listening or something. So I'm over halfway done with it now. But, yeah, who knows. Peace. Have a good one. And look into this. It's ridiculous. There's something to do with Amberson. Maybe that's why Stephen King actually wrote that. That's why the character's name is George Amberson, because the Amberson leads to the Kennedys through all this old stuff. Peace again.